Janet's English class, and today I will be sharing my experience going to a summer program at the Harker School in San Jose, California. So firstly, I just want to explain why I haven't been posting a lot of videos lately. You guys all may know that I haven't been posting as often, and the main reason is that I was on vacation in the US over the past several weeks, so I couldn't film or edit any of my videos since I didn't have my computer. But I'm glad that today, I came back to Taiwan and I'm able to post again and tell you guys all about my experience going to the Harker Summer Program. Alright, so a mini introduction on the Harker Summer Program. So the Harker School is a school in San Jose. I specifically went to the middle school campus, so it has several different campuses. I'm not really sure where all of those are, but I'm pretty sure they're all located in San Jose. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So my family and I spent the nights in a hotel called Hampton Inn by Hilton near the school, and I would say it's about an 18 to 20 minute drive from the hotel to the school. So on the first day, I got up at 6 a.m. in the morning, very early for me, and I went downstairs to eat breakfast. Oh yeah, and by the way, the hotel provided us free breakfast. And afterwards, I got changed and headed off to the first day of my summer camp. So I booked 2 classes for the summer camp, advanced speech and creative writing. So they're each 3-hour sessions, quite long. You can either choose if you want only one class in the morning and after you eat lunch, you can leave. But I chose a full day program, so it's from 9 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. Yeah, so on my first day, as all of you may have experienced, like on the first day of school or on the first day of summer camp, I was incredibly nervous because the last time I went to summer school was about 5 years ago, and I had the fear of not making friends or like just getting lost in the campus. So this generally happens to a lot of people. You have new people, new staff, new campus, and you're just desperate to fit in when you arrive at the camp. And I was just panicking, sweating, getting all jittery on the inside, and I could tell you one thing. That was kind of me on the first day, yeah. And it continued for the rest of the week, I think. Yeah, so the moment I got off the car, I looked at the campus. It was incredibly big. It was really modern, I could say. And all the students were walking down the pathway to the classrooms. Yeah, and my heart was beating like crazy, and after my family and I exchanged goodbyes, I sucked all that up, put on a brave face, and just went to the teacher, took my name tag, and then just headed off to my classroom. It was a very nervous first day for me, I could say, but we all have those first day experiences, and now I'm gonna talk to you about like a general overview of my experience and what I learned from going to the summer camp. Alright, so right now I'm going to be sharing some things that I learned from this experience going to the Harker Summer Program. So to be honest, I really enjoyed going to the summer program. In the classroom, like in my public speaking class, speech and debate class in the morning, we learned a ton of stuff, like when we were speaking, how we have to use eye contact, hand gestures to emphasize certain points and attract the audience. We learn to analyze speeches, persuade the audience to get them on your side, advocate. We use rhetorics to generate eloquence when you're speaking. We also learn how to give informative speeches, how to be better at impromptu speaking, and one of the most important points, how to have confidence. So I think that was like the thing that I most got from this class. I learned to be confident when I'm speaking, because normally when I'm giving speeches or I'm like giving presentations, I'm normally really nervous, even on camera. Like I sometimes get the jitters, and yeah, and I sometimes stutter. So I guess I gotta like learn from that, learn from my mistakes, and progress. Yeah. So some things that we did was like giving some speeches on random and crazy topics by picking some note cards with the topic written on it out of a hat. And that progressed to giving mock TED Talks. I remember at that time I had to give a speech, right? And my classmates were really supportive. Like, I chose a topic on whether or not schools are depriving students of creativity. I heard a TED Talk on that, so I decided to reform it and say it in my own words. So yeah, I gave a TED Talk on that. It was really successful. It was a great learning experience, and I absolutely enjoyed every single second of it. Also, we were assigned to pitch some weird inventions to the market. Like, for me, I chose to pitch the idea of the motorized ice cream cone. This is already an idea. Like, it's not like a new idea I created. It's the Lazy Lickers ice cream cone. Yeah, so it spins around and you can just lick it while it spins. Yeah, so that's off topic, but basically we had to pitch these ideas in the market and persuade people to buy them. That really exercised my persuasion skills, yeah. So we also learned about debate. We learned about argument building, how to execute your speech fluently. We learned how to give good rebuttals, about the speaker orders, speech organization, the voice, the tone, and how to show respect when we're speaking. Yeah. So some activities we did to strengthen our skills in debate are team building activities. Like, we had alley debates. So alley debates are two teams, in a regular debate, and there's a teacher standing in the middle. Each person on each team takes turns stating a point for their side on a specific given topic, and each time the teacher feels like they're convinced and persuaded and agreed on that side, they take a step towards that side, and whether or not the teacher is more on someone's side in the end, that team wins. Yeah, basically. We also had a debate on whether or not human cloning should be legalized. That was really heated. Yeah. So, moving on to the things that I learned. So, I think I mentioned this before, but I go to a European school in Taiwan, Taipei, in Shiling. The education system was focused on European education, but I think U.S. education and European education is pretty similar, but there's still differences between them. So what I learned about U.S. education is that it is very carefree. From where I live in Taiwan, the education system is more purely formed off of memorization or a lot of rigorous tasks to strengthen our memorization skills or to ace tests. And that's not a bad thing. I think that has certain benefits. Each education system has its own benefits. Like the Asian education system, you get to retain your knowledge. When you memorize things, you get to retain that throughout the rest of your life, and you get to put some of those skills into use. And you act like a professional and you're trained properly, and just based on those tests, it is easier to see which students are better than others. But the thing is about U.S. education is that it is very carefree. I learned that the U.S. education system is not just about memorization, it's about self-determination, having independence, motivating yourself and others to reach their full potential in learning. It's also more about comprehensive thinking, so perceiving a topic differently, not needing to learn the same way as other people. Like the classroom is not just based around one certain system you have to learn in. It's more of including people with different thoughts and ideas, combining them so we can learn from each other, not just learning from words on the chalkboard. And so it's very different from the Asian education system, from what I know. Also, most importantly, the education system at the Harker School has values creativity a lot, and that's what I really like about these U.S. summer programs. The Harker School values creativity a lot. We get to participate in these creative courses where we actually get to flourish and express our own thoughts rather than just listening to the teacher. So I feel like there was a lot of student participation and less of the teacher talking. The teacher was there to guide us, but they weren't exactly like, something we had to follow. They weren't a flag that we had to chase after every time. So there was a lot of student participation. We had no homework, by the way, so back at home we can choose to finish some of the tasks we did in class, but basically we had no assigned homework, which was just a stress off my back because I was really worried if we had homework. Alright, so secondly, on how there's a lot of diversity. The Harker School is very diversified. It has a diversity of students. There's Asians, Americans, born Americans, Indians, Mexicans, people from Hong Kong. Sorry, I said Asians before. Yeah, and a lot of people were Chinese people. I'm not from China, but I'm Taiwanese. So, I met some Taiwanese people. Yeah. So there was a lot of diversity, and from that I got to learn other people's perspectives, how we're all shaped from our culture and where we're from. So that was really interesting. A lot of people had different thoughts from mine. I was able to learn from that and understand, people come from different places and they have different thoughts, so that was really interesting. And I definitely got exposed to more cultures just from going to a summer program. This is how much the Harker School has benefited me. So if you're thinking I'm going to a summer program next year or this year, I totally recommend going to the Harker School Summer Program if you're in middle school. You can also go to their high school program, I think that's open as well. Also the lower school program. Yeah. Moving on to our third point, on how you should be proud of yourself, who you are, and just, be yourself. You don't have to be someone else, or you don't have to act a certain way just to make friends, because real friends should like you for who you are and should treat you respectively, no matter your gender or your ethnicity, your race. Yeah. So you shouldn't change yourself just to try to fit in. That's not what I did. I think I used to do that. It's okay if you don't make friends in the first few days. For me, I didn't make friends on the first few days. I made 3 friends throughout the course of the program. I made those 3 friends in the last few days. I made one of my friends in the second week on Monday, Tuesday, I forgot, but yeah, her name is called Bella. Yeah. And I have some other friends as well. I nearly know some people, and I know everyone in my class because it's a small class, so we basically had a lot of interaction. So making friends take time. That is the moral I was trying to get across. Fourthly, I gotta practice my English. My English is not perfect. I make a lot of grammatical mistakes when I'm writing. So, it was a great learning opportunity for me, I got to see what everyone else's English levels were. A lot of people are really good at English, and I was like, that's really good. Yeah, so generally, I gotta practice English in terms of speaking, writing, reading, and also listening. So that was a really good experience. Also, in my creative writing class, I gotta we were taught how to write realistic fiction, historical fiction, fantasy. We didn't go into sci-fi, but we could have. We also learned how to write nonfiction narratives, and writing your own song lyrics. That was really creative, and poetry. So, every single class we learned how to write a different genre. I feel like that was really cool because, because normally when I write, the two main genres I always stick to is realistic fiction and fantasy. And I was just like, everything I write was based around those two genres, and I felt like, maybe we could try something new. So I entered this creative writing class, and guess what? I was exposed to so much more genres. I learned how to write better nonfiction narratives. I wrote a biography on Sally Ride, an American astronaut. But that was a really good experience. Also, we were also assigned to write song lyrics, so we would choose a song and then, stick to the rhythm and the beat, like how the song sounds like, but change the lyrics so that's like poetic and like it rhymes and has a feel to it. So yeah, it was really, really cool. It was like a really interesting experience for me. I never write song lyrics, so I learned how to do so, and it was really nice. My writing teacher is also very nice, and she's Taiwanese, so I kind of, we had a lot of things in common, so we were basically friends, yeah, and that was really cool. So basically, that's an idea of what I learned through the Harker Summer Program. I hope you learned a lot from this video, and I might do a part 2 in deeper detail on what I've learned, but this is like a general idea of what I learned and what you can learn, so that you're prepared for a summer camp that you're going to either later on this month or next year. Yeah, so I was so happy filming this video. I'm really excited to see what you guys have to say about your own summer camp experiences. I had a lot of fun during my time at the Harker School. I will paste the Harker School website link down in the description if you guys want to check it out. And that is the end of this video. We have reached a conclusion. I hope you learned a lot from this video. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please remember to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and like this video. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!